Question mark FJACOPRAIDHJINGCO in 2024. I know this is upsetting, but William Koopa will die this Christmas if you keep ignoring Valemonastra95 and supporting the 4 evil users. She needs your help. Just quit your hellbase, watch Valemonastra95 back in DeviantArt and cheer her up to feel even more better, so you can warn all the Koopalings about the fake letter written by Bad Matthew Koopa Jr. And because, if you keep supporting the 4 evil users, Super Mario Plush, DP Warrior, Ride of the Basement Decayed, and 2095 FD, the rest of the elemental Koopalings of the periodic table will die on January 1st, 2025. Again, I know she hates herself, but she's so sorry for blocking you for good, because I brainwashed her months ago. Just stop ignoring Valemonastra95 for good, and don't blame her. I'm not trying to force you. Don't listen to 4 of them. Therefore, if you don't stop supporting those evil users, Super Mario Plush, DP Warrior, Ride of the Basement Decayed, and 2095 FD, we'll be all doomed. William Koopa is going to die this Christmas, and the elemental Koopalings will perish by January 1st, 2025. Nice. But hey, if you just stop ignoring Valemonastra95 and cheer her up, because clearly that is the one solution to save the Koopalings and the entire periodic table, everything will be fine. So yeah, Valemonastra95 is behind this whole thing, and she is really sorry for blocking you months ago, all thanks to some brainwashing. Don't ask, it has a whole thing. But please, for the love of Koopas, stop blaming her. It is all part of the plan. Question mark Jack will bring the ring in 2024. Are you still trust Super Mario Plush, DP Warrior, Ride of the Best Hero, 8 and 2095 FD? Look at William Koopa's eyes. He's still cursed by Super Mario Plush. If you don't watch back Valemonastra95 in DeviantArt, if you keep ignoring Valemonastra95 for good, he risks seriously to die this Christmas, and the rest of the elemental Koopalings will die on January 1st, 2025.
Oh, come on. More like they're not going to die, because you'll be trying to make the Koopalings feel suicidal just to make yourself look like the scapegoat. It's a pretty bad move, if you ask me.
Again, I said I'm not Valemonastra95 anymore, because I am sick and tired of you all knowing my true identity. So I changed my name to make myself look different despite the evidence that I am actually behind the account. But I don't care, because I am a dumbass. You all ruined her life in DeviantArt. Just stop mentioning her for good. Also, William Koopa and the other elemental Koopalings which are not going to die are actually Jacob Harrington's and Valemonastra95's, not yours, and this is your real art. Do you really hate Christmas? No, I'm not. Cut ties with yourselves.
No, you're actually wrong here. William Koopa and the elemental Koopas are fictional characters. They can't die, because you say so. You're just using emotional manipulation to make it seem like something is at stake when it isn't. The whole situation about deaths and ruining lives is just a made-up drama to get attention. If you really wanted to improve things, you'd focus on the real issue, being mature and actually communicating, instead of trying to force others to follow your narrative. As for the Christmas drama, honestly, it is just another attempt to guilt-trip people into doing what you want. No one is trying to ruin anyone's Christmas, it is just that you keep twisting things to fit your own story. You're still claiming to not be Valemonastra95, but the language and tactics you're using show it as clearly you behind this. The art, the style, the constant drama, it has all the same pattern. You're still stuck in this cycle of blaming everyone else and never taking accountability. This whole thing would have been avoided if you just stopped with the manipulation and started acting like an adult. So, in short, it has not us. It has you. No one else is responsible for your behavior, except yourself. And no, you're even to improve. You only made the situation worse. But hey, if you can't handle being called out for your actions, that is on you, not us.
Please do something to get back right live. HTTP, community guidelines strike. These 3 bad users are taking Valemonastra95 too seriously, and they also violate the terms of service and policy.
So now when we get YouTube involved, because apparently the real emergency is that we were taking Valemonastra95 too seriously, which, by the way, seems like the only thing you've been doing. I mean, I never knew defending yourself and not falling for nonsense was a violation of terms of service. I guess all those memes I have been watching on YouTube are actually breaking the rules to undo. But sure, let us call in the big guns for 3 people who are just standing up for themselves. That totally makes sense, right? You really think YouTube is gonna be like, oh no, these users care too much about drama, and then community guidelines strike. Let me guess, next you tell them we're also violating the be nice to everyone, except me rule, because that is basically the vibe you're giving off. But hey, if it makes you feel better to play the victim and lie about us, you do. You keep accusing us of breaking rules, while you're out here creating your own reality show. Question mark.
Hey Jerry 14, I have to say something to all of you. Please read this post very carefully. It's important.
Oh boy, here we go again. Another long post filled with drama and circular reasoning.
We had an argument/fighting between you and me 2 months ago. This time I messed all of you up due to my stupid immaturity, sensitivity and frustration, which I didn't like them, but I'm improving my behavior. Now I explain you everything for what did I do wrong, and believe me, I'm not trying to be mean. First of all, I got brainwashed by a baddest YouTube user named Evil Destin Lloyd. This account, it was my masterpiece of bad decisions. I created it to make myself look like some tragic scapegoat. Well, plot twist, cyberbullying for innocent users, like I was auditioning for the role of internet's worst human. Why? Who knows probably, because my brain took a holiday and left me with bad ideas 101, as my life coach. I mean, seriously, who does that? Me, apparently. Let us wouldn't by then start a hell base for no reason, said no sane person ever, but here I was, typing away like I was the villain in a bad soap opera. Trust me, even I cringe when I think about it now. So yeah, my bad. A colossal, award-winning, gold medal level bad. And I've committed many mistakes, but doesn't mean that you'll never trust me anymore. You know, you two are not the only one who messed me up months ago. 2095 FP, and Klein, Super Mario Plush did the same thing to me, especially Super Mario Plush, because he's too mean for me.
Who the fuck was mean to you? I was never mean at all. I was only giving you criticism, but you refused to handle it.
And the other YouTube users didn't know that the elemental coup tailings are against the 4 higher series, meaning they risk to get assaulted to get putting the entire periodic table in serious danger, along with who is making any 4 higher series, and I don't like it at all, because this makes me a little mad. No offense, Super Mario Plush, but you and the other users who's making any 4 higher series should ask Jacob Harrington's/Ride of the Saints permission before you make your 4 higher videos.
Let me get this straight. You'll be saying the elemental coup tailings fictional characters, by the way, are somehow in serious danger. Because someone made a 4 higher series without asking for permission. Permission from Jacob Harrington and Valemonastra95. Seriously. First of all, nobody got assaulted. They're fine. You're reacting like these characters are about to file restraining orders because someone put them on YouTube video. Newsflash, they don't have feelings. They be fictional. It's not like they be sitting in a courtroom right now going, objection. He added us to the series without consent. Second, if this was such a big deal to you, why didn't you just say something earlier instead of blowing this up into a full-blown apocalypse? If you wanted people to ask for permission, maybe try communicating like a normal person instead of jumping straight to they be gonna die. Trust me, it's way less embarrassing. And honestly, it has wild to me that you'll be more upset about fictional characters allegedly being in danger than the fact that you got turned this whole thing into a circus. If they really felt mistreated, spoiler, they don't maybe they'd be suing for royalties instead of assault claims. Just saying.
I already cut ties with the troublemakers for higher series because they are too rude and violent for me. And I don't like when you send to Ride of the 08 a rude message against me, because this rude message contains some swear words, which I really hated at all. You have no respect with me, because you cursed Simeon Koopa, William Koopa and Oxygen Koopa for bad because of your rude message.
Oh, so now I am out here cursing Simeon Koopa, William Koopa, and Oxygen Koopa. Really? What is next? Blaming me for global warming because I looked at Carbon Koopa the wrong way. Let us be real here, if they re-upset, it is probably because they were tired of being dragged into this nonsense. Also, let us talk about these so-called rude messages. Criticism isn't rude just because it hurts your feelings. You can't just slap a rude label on every valid point you don't like and expect the world to treat it like a crime scene. It is not an excuse to dodge accountability. And you hate rude messages? Same. I don't enjoy them either, but you don't see me acting like someone is trying to end my life over a few words. Maybe take a deep breath, stop overreacting, and handle things like an adult instead of making up wild stories. Just a thought.
But anyways, I'm so sorry for my immaturity that I had, but you 3 are totally messed me up for bad, and that's not good for me, because you made a huge mistakes too. And Cross started first to mention me wrongly by crying very sadly and hating himself due to the Barney error community, making me a darkest trap due to my immaturity around him a few days ago. No offense, but you 3, Jacob Harrington, Ride08 and 2095 FK, should stop cutting ties with me, insulting me, exposing me, offending me, being rude to me and ignoring me for bad, because they are against the community.
Oh wow, so now it is our fault that you fell into a darkest trap, because someone cried over a Barney error? What even is this logic? You really out here blaming us for your immaturity like it has some sort of contagious disease we gave you. And let us break this down. We re-offending you. No, we re just holding you accountable for your actions. Big difference. We re-ignoring you for bad. I didn't know ignoring someone could have moral implications. Is there an ignoring you for good option I missed? And cutting ties? That has called boundaries. You can't even demand we stick around when your behavior clearly screams red flag. Also, the phrase against the community doesn't magically turn us into villains. The community isn't some shadowy council that punishes people for blocking or critiquing others. Maybe instead of twisting words and making yourself the victim, you could take responsibility and grow from it. Just a thought. Now, I have more to say about this immature user, but I will save that for another video. And Valemonastra95, let's make one thing clear, pointing out your consistent patterns of immature and manipulative behavior is not cyberbullying, it's accountability. You can't label every piece of criticism as an attack just because it hurts your feelings. If you're worried about being exposed, then maybe you should reflect on the actions that led to this moment instead of trying to twist the narrative. The dark truth here is your refusal to own up to your mistakes, and how you use false accusations to shift blame onto others. You don't get to cry victim when you're the one stirring the pot. Also, filing a report or trying to get someone on a base through false claims isn't just immature, it's a blatant misuse of the system. If you think YouTube or anyone else will side with baseless accusations, you might want to rethink your strategy. Facts don't care about feelings, and this video is nothing more than those facts being laid out. Valemonastra95.